Okay, hopefully you can hear me just fine. It's a little preview of what some of our shapes are going to look like here. But again, we're going over the perimeter and area of some different shapes. So, you and your partner, what I need you to do is one of you right up here, area and perimeter. Okay, and then what we're going to do is the other partner is going to write for us what the formula is for area and perimeter. So pause this, talk about it, and tell me what the area is for, or the formula for area and for perimeter. Okay, so hopefully you came up with the formula for area that was length times width, and a formula for perimeter that was either length plus width plus length plus width, or you could say 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Okay, now what I'm going to have you do is your angle legs that you and your partner have, I want one of you to get any color you would like. You're going to get all four of the same color. Okay, so the ones I have are green right here. I used all green. So that means, and you can look at these, mine, if you look at the green, it says 8.66 centimeters. Okay, we're going to be figuring out the area and perimeter of this square. So the first thing that I need you to do with your pencil, and you might not trace it all the way because if you use some of the larger shapes, then uh, it might not work out. If you use some of the smaller ones, you could even trace it. But since it's a square, if I go over 5 this way, I need to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll go the other way. Then I have a square. Okay, and inside it, the top half of it, if you will use a different sheet of scratch paper, calculate the perimeter, and put what the perimeter equals here. Okay, and remember, it'll be a number right here, and then centimeters. And then do the same thing with the area. Calculate it on a different piece of paper. Area is going to equal a certain number of centimeters squared, or to the second power. Okay. Now, second partner, the one that didn't make the square, you're going to choose two different colors. So I chose two different colors here of yellow and blue. So you need two of each of those colors. And this is why I said maybe tracing it might not be the best idea because there's a good chance you'd run out of room. So we're going to put a representation or a picture of that one right up next to my other square. So I've got a rectangle and a square now. And I'm just estimating and saying, well, my rectangle's a little bit bigger there. So maybe I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I want it to be longer in one direction. So let's say I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8 looks pretty close to where what I want it to look like. Okay, again, you'll give me the perimeter and area, calculate those on a separate sheet of paper. And that'll be centimeters and centimeters squared. Okay, and pause it again if you need to. And notice I'm putting these shapes right up next to one another. Okay, you're putting them up real close right next to one another. The final one I'm going to do is going to be another rectangle. So the first partner, or y'all can choose it together either way, is going to get two more colors. And this is going to be the smallest. The one that I did is the smallest. Yours might be the biggest. Okay. But since it's going to be the smallest, I'm just going to find a place to stick on a representation of this smaller one, and just try to leave yourself enough room to put the perimeter and area of those as well. And what you'll end up with is three different shapes connected together, all with the perimeter and area listed inside of them. Now, if I haven't gone over it, I think I talked about this before, but if you'll look, and I don't know if I can even zoom in enough for you to see it here, but we'll try. If you can see right there, now I don't even know if you can see it. Okay, but right in here, this one says 5 centimeters. This one says 7.07. So I'll use this one as an example. Okay, I know my length here is 7.07. My width here was 5. So for my perimeter, I would do, and again, you'll do this on a separate sheet of paper, 7.07 plus 5 plus 7.07 plus 5. That's my length plus width plus length plus width. That's 7 is 14. So my perimeter there, working all that out, sorry you couldn't see it, is 24.14 centimeters. Then for area, I'll do 7.07, my length times my width. Remember, normally we'll just multiply this like they're two whole numbers. So 7 times 5 is 35. 5 times 0 is 0, plus 3 is 3. 7 times 5 is 35. There were two numbers behind the decimal. Means my answer has two numbers. So the area there is 35.35 centimeters squared. Okay. Once you have that for all three, and again, this is listed up top, put your name up here and your partner's name. So both of your names going up there. And come see me for the last part. Thanks.